Hello, welcome to Kavita's Story Hive and to stories around the world. Kwaku and the Sacred Baobab, a story from Ghana. In a small village in Ghana stood a giant baobab tree. The villagers called it the Tree of Life. Its enormous branches spread wide across the village square. Children played beneath its shade. Elders gathered there to share stories. Travelers rested under its cool shelter. The villagers believed the tree protected their village and reminded everyone to respect nature. Every year during the harvest festival, people decorated the baobab tree with a colorful cloth and lanterns. Among the villagers was a curious boy named Kwaku. Kwaku loved sitting beneath the baobab tree and listening to the elders speak. One summer, however, the rains did not come. The rivers became smaller, the grass turned yellow, the air grew hot and dry. The whole village worried about water. One afternoon, Kwaku went into the forest to collect firewood. As he walked near the baobab tree, he heard unfamiliar voices. He quietly hid behind a bush. This was a baobab tree which was outside the village. A group of tired hunters sat beneath the tree. Their clothes were dusty and they looked exhausted. One hunter pointed at the giant trunk. "Baobab trees store water," he said. "If we cut the tree, we may find some inside." Another hunter nodded. "We've been lost in the forest for 2 days," he said. Kwaku's eyes widened. The sacred baobab tree was in danger. Without making a sound, he hurried back to the village as fast as he could. He found the elders gathered near the well. "The hunters want to cut the baobab tree outside the village," Kwaku cried. The elders immediately followed him into the forest. When they reached the tree, the hunters had already raised their axes. "Stop!" cried the village chief. The hunters turned in surprise. The chief walked forward calmly. "Baobab trees are sacred to our village," he said. "No one can harm it." The hunters lowered their heads. "We were desperate for water," one of them explained. The chief nodded kindly. "You should have asked us for help," he said. "We would never refuse water to thirsty travelers." The villagers quickly brought pots of cool water. Others brought fruit, bread, and soup for hungry hunters. The hunters ate and drank gratefully. One of them looked at Kwaku. "You saved us from something terrible," he said. Another hunter bowed respectfully to the elders. "Please forgive us. We did not understand how important baobab trees are for your culture." The chief smiled gently. "Today, we protected both the tree and your hearts." That evening, the villagers and hunters sat beneath the great baobab tree. As the golden sunset spread across the sky, Kwaku looked up at the enormous branches swaying in the breeze. He felt proud. That day, he had learned an important lesson. Protecting nature is important, but showing kindness to people is just as important. Did you like the story? If yes, share with your relatives and friends and share the happiness. See you again next week with yet another story from yet another country around the world. Till then, bye-bye.